Hello, Cancer. Welcome back. This is your February 2019. I know that you guys haven't seen me in quite a while. Over a month. I have had a lot going on in my life, a lot of changes. So I have not been on camera. Some of you all do follow me on my Facebook page, so you have been hearing from me. But for those of you who only follow me on Facebook, on YouTube, yeah, it's been a while. It says stop. Alright, Cancer, so I'm going to go ahead and get your cards out here. But because I have not touched the cards in a month plus, 30 days plus, I have done a pre-shuffle on you all, and we will talk about that once I get these cards out here, okay? All right. Okay. Well, Cancer. So, I also want to do some theme cards for this month's theme for you all. So let me shuffle and do that, Cancer. Wow. Okay. All right. Two. Who else? Was it you? I don't know. All right. Let's see what's going on here with the theme for you Cancers for the month of February. Ooh. All right. Well. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So since this is right here in my face, Cancer, I'm going to talk about this theme for the month here in February, Cancer. You know, and especially because I did do a pre-shuffle on you guys, you know, there is an element here, Cancer, of just falsehood. You know, that's the best word that I can find to explain what it is that I'm looking at with these three cards here as the theme for this month, Cancer. It's just falsehood. Just falsehood. Just somebody out for personal gain. Spreading lies about others. They see it. And somebody here pretending to just be someone that they are not, like pretending to be a good person, when underneath it all, they are nothing but a snake here. You know, you know, someone here has, the theme here this month is that, like I said, falsehood, but someone here has a real false sense of who they think that they are. Okay? Here with the hero here, who they think that they are. They seem to believe here, Cancer, that they are a hero, a helper, a person who aids those in need, but in actuality, that's really not what it is. They mislead people, possibly through deeds, doing, good things but for the wrong reason, or doing bad things but trying to manipulate others into believing that it is a good thing. Like pissing on someone and telling them that it's raining. Like putting sugar on shit. Okay? And the funny thing about it is that even though I haven't talked about the pre-shuffle, Cancer, I can see here that someone, even though, someone may have been helping someone or doing something for someone or being there for someone. It's like in a way, yeah, they were, but they really weren't, because I'm looking at the table here. And it's like, I feel like someone here has been kept mentally tied up between the giving and receiving. They are saying the giving and receiving. Mentally tied up between the giving and receiving. Cancer, like, like maybe someone here was doing some good, but they was doing some bad too. And that's like keeping a person like tied up, Oh, wow. And then we got Samaritan behind that. Exactly. Somebody pretending to be a good Samaritan and they're not. This is a false mask wearer here that I'm picking up on. And it's really, based off of just having like this desire to receive appreciation and recognition from others. But for their own need, for their own ego feed. So it's like, yeah, being a good person, being there whenever someone needs another, but just like they have were or is given, they were also taken in other spots to keep someone having to, it's a pretend. I can't really quite articulate it the way that I would like to. So I hope that you guys understand. It was for someone else's own benefit here. Oh God. Again, and it came up, so I don't need to say this again, but it's just about pretending to help, to be doing more than you're actually doing, because you may be giving with one hand but taking with the other. Cancer, somebody here. Someone here has really been superficial in pretending to be of help, pretending to be of guidance, pretending to be of like insight, possibly spiritual insight here, and that's just not what it is or what it has been. Someone has just really pretended to be something or someone that they are not. Pretending to be of love and light, but they actually are not. It's like it's to feed some type of control monster or something. Pretending to be a good Samaritan that was sitting there behind that. But we originally started with these 3 cards here. But the Samaritan card was behind that. But I was already able to see that here. And then especially with me already doing a pre-shuffle here, it's just so evident, Cancer, that it's been a lot of pretending and a lot of mask wearing here. Someone pretending to help you build something, help you work on something, help you network with others and things like that. Helping you possibly get the word out to things, but in actuality, some ain't been right. Okay. Something has not been right. So, in the pre-shuffle, like I said, Cancer, because I haven't touched the cards in so long and I haven't really been in the energy of, what has been going on in the flow, I have decided to do some pre-shuffles for the signs to get back into the swing of things. And Cancer, what I was able to pick up from your pre-shuffle is that, it just felt like, some of you guys maybe, like you waiting for, something or someone to, come through, or possibly come back. This could be monetary, this could be love, in which we got love and monetary on the table here as well, in the now. But for the pre-shuffle, I could see that for some of you, monetary, love, possibly both. Because with this heron here and this networking and this angel, somebody got caught pretending. Okay. And it feels like, like maybe like somebody left, or something, because in the pre-reading it just felt like someone was like waiting for someone to like come back. But in the pre-reading I didn't see that coming in. I didn't see something or someone coming back. Maybe this has been a bad business deal where someone has been caught up pretending that they were for something, helping someone do something, and they got caught with their pants down, for lack of a better word. They got caught being something other than what they were pretending to be. In this business deal, in this networking partnership, helping someone network, connect, make connections or whatever. Someone got caught not being any of that, you know. Um, It's that noise in the background throwing me off. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to figure out like what is that noise. But anyway, Cancer, but the bottom line is that whether it's this business deal or this person, is be it love or a love relationship or a relationship with this this partnership, this business, this monetary, I didn't really see that coming in right now, just due to like disagreements on the situation, possibly even fighting about the situation. It just feels like, it felt like in the pre-reading that someone decided to walk away and end something, and to either do it over on their own, like alone, like do it over alone, like without you, or like Cancer, you without them. you know it just felt like in the pre shuffle, that someone just, they didn't want to fight anymore, they didn't want to deal with the person anymore, like, the person, who was like of no good, and who only has corrupt as offers, only corrupt offers, the offers I could see were corrupt, be it this business offer, be it the love that was offered, whatever has been offered, it has been corrupt, and someone has decided to walk away from that. And another party, Cancer, be that you or someone else, sitting back waiting for some sort of communication on this, but I just don't see it happening. I didn't see it happening in the pre-shuffle. It just felt like someone decided to move toward a more peaceful situation, a more peaceful life, especially if this was like a marriage or a relationship. Business, definitely a more peaceful situation and a more peaceful life. It just felt like a walking away, a dead ending of the situation. And in the pre-reading, it did have like a lot of earth all over it. It just felt like someone is like ready to settle in one way or another, like move away from something or someone, in order, and in order to gain that, the walkaway was required, and I also felt like in the pre-shuffle that, that you or this person will be much, actually I felt like both parties would be much happier, actually, like both parties would be much happier about this walkaway, because it was causing stress on both parties, like especially like maybe on the person that was caught up, and then on the person that actually done the catching, of somebody's damn mask slipping off of their face. So it was causing both parties stress, I could see, in the pre-shuffle, Cancer. But, you know, yeah, I also saw in the pre-shuffle that some of you guys may have been dealing with someone like either older or younger than you as well. And it felt like the older energy seemed to be the one who like didn't want to fight. But then I was also sensing the fact that it may not have necessarily been the older person, maybe the person who act the oldest, because age has nothing to do with maturity, so I was able to sense that as well, that you know it it could have easily been the older person acting like the younger person, and the younger person looking up to the older person thinking that there was something that they were not, and the damn mask fell off. Okay, so yeah. And I also felt like in the pre-reading that someone, especially, this network card tell that too. I also feel like that someone may be like leaving like some money behind to like start over or something. Like maybe somebody's whole financial situation was like ruined or messed up or something, and they decided to just, deaden it and walk away from it and like start over alone, like on their own. I was also able to pick up on the fact that this older person may have been the one who wanted to like maintain confusion in order to never mind the talking in the background, y'all. But this older energy, may have wanted to keep the negativity going in order to maintain control. But I felt like the younger energy knows that or knew that, and they decided to just start over, be this in business or love. Someone here just didn't want to do the fighting anymore, period. And so I definitely feel like there's a walk away that has happened, that is happening, and someone is just deciding to move away from a situation. But the funny part about this move away, Cancer, is that, and I really felt this for the person that who was the one, kicking up the dust and keeping all of the trouble going in order to, gain something, whether that's control or money or whatever it was that they were trying to gain. I feel like now that person, like they're in an emotional prison, because like even though I feel like the walk away free both people, like I feel like someone's conscience like may be fucking with them a lot, fucking with them a little bit, about like their shitty offer or their shitty treatment, especially if this was a relationship, this shitty offer in this shitty relationship, and it's here on the table too. Being in their head about how they treated someone here, okay? Even though they did what they did, I feel like they are in their head about it because of what they did. Whether they are showing that or displaying that or not, because we do have the Emperor here on the table. So whether they are showing that or not, I definitely could feel the emotions of someone feeling like a little self-conscious about their behavior, especially if this was a relationship and it affected other people in the relationship. Then they really feel a sense of heaviness, whether they will admit that or not. So up here we have, someone here. Now we are talking about what's on the table. I'm through with the pre-shuffle. But up here, we have, somebody just waiting, 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 waiting. And they're in their head about it. And they're in their head about, the confusion and the heartache that they have caused, and I feel like this is their conscience right here that we talked about in the pre-shuffle. And when it's all said and done, this person definitely wants to start over. They definitely want to start over right here. They definitely want to start over. In this relationship. They want to start over because you can see up here them being in their head about the pain that they have caused. Right here. You can see them waiting up at night, waiting for communication or something to hear from this. But in the pre-shuffle, I just did not see that happening. Cancer. And the reason why is because someone else in this situation, they don't want the stress anymore. I feel like someone dealt with stress for so long that they just decided that I'm leaving everything, especially everything that you don't want to come up off of. Making decisions here. Quick decisions. Like maybe you looked around and they were just gone, and maybe they were moving away from you all the while, Cancer, or you them all the while, but you didn't realize that in this situation. Okay? Somebody didn't realize it. Aries. Gemini. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius. I think everybody is here except water. But here, but Cancer, you the water. And sun, moon, arising here, but I don't see any emotions on this table. Only thing I see as far as emotions here is the Lovers, and that's someone making a decision because they had to figure out how to manage, and balance out things, be that in love or money or possibly both. And so they had to make decisions to possibly cut out and walk away from this love. You can see the love situation, you can see the harm here, you can see the heartbreak that's going here. You can see these decisions having to be made about this Emperor, or whoever carries this energy, and now, depending on who it is, they could be coming out of their heads about that situation, or they have come out of their heads about the situation, and now this represents it from the pre-shuffle, that now you got someone really in their head and feeling like their conscience is there, but dealing with the Emperor, they may never admit that, okay, whether they admit it or not. But the bottom line here is that someone wanted to alleviate the stress, or they want to alleviate the stress, and that is what's happening here in the month of February. I feel like someone just, it's about alleviating the stress that someone has caused. So Cancer, stay tuned for your advice spread on this situation, and I will chit chat with you guys later. Bye.